Today we are going to start with genetics. This is a topic from class 12. This topic is divided into two parts. One is the principle of inheritance and variation, and the other one is molecular basis of inheritance. So first we will start with the principle of inheritance and variation. We are going to start with principle of inheritance and variation. So first of all, let us understand what is the meaning of genetics. See, it is genetics. The word has got another word in it, that is gene. So it means that we are going to study about the nature, the structure of gene in this chapter. Now, if you want to define it precisely, it says that genetics is the study of heredity and variation. Genetics is the study of heredity and variation. We'll see what heredity and variation means. Now, this term genetics was given by another scientist named William Bateson. He coined the term genetics. So, what was genetics? Genetics is the study of heredity and variation. Now, let us know what is the meaning of heredity and what is the meaning of variation in this. Heredity is basically the transmission of characters from the parents to the offspring. Like we develop characters from our parents. We generally have a tendency, you will generally hear people saying that this person looks like his father, or a particular person looks like her mother, or something like that. So why is this so? This is basically because of the transmission of characters which are being passed on from the parent to the offspring. So this is nothing but heredity. So you can say it is the transmission of characters from parents to offsprings. Now that was all. Now we need to know one more thing, that all living organisms reproduce offsprings of same kind. All living organisms reproduce, we know that. Now what do they do? What is the result of reproduction? It is the result are offsprings of same kind. Okay. We know that living organisms are reproducing to produce offsprings. But we also know that all the offsprings do not totally resemble their parents. This is from a common sense we can make out. What is it? You and your sibling look alike. People can identify these may be brother and sister. But they may be brother and sister, but what happens is that you are getting characters from whom? You're getting characters from your parents. But even after that, what happens? You and your sibling do not look completely alike. Is it that it is not possible to identify who is your sibling and who you are? It's not so. So what is that which is making this difference? What is that which is being able to identify you from your sibling? And then comes the term variation. So this is called variation. So variation is nothing but the differences which you are finding in you and your sibling. Though both have the same parent, but still there are few differences. Now let us see what is the definition of variation. So we have seen that. Now variation is the degree of differences among individuals of the same species. So it is the degree of differences among individuals of same species. Now over here the term same species is very important. The species has to be same. Where we are talking about variation, we keep the species same. Now another thing is that when you study about genetics, you generally have genetics divided into three categories. One is classical genetics, another is molecular genetics, and the third is evolutionary genetics.